Hey everybody, it's Wednesday, it's WIP Wednesday. So every week we get together and we have a look at all of the hobby goodness that you fine folks are working on. So if you've got something cool you want to show us, if you're starting a new project, if you're just getting back into painting, or if you're doing something really special, make sure you share it with us at theboneheadpodcast@gmail.com. Then I'm recording this a couple of days early this week because I've got meetings slap bang in the time where I would normally record this. So very sorry if you've emailed me anything Monday evening or Tuesday. I'm afraid you're going to have to come back next week and see your work. However, we've got an intense and excellent selection of things to share with you today. So we are going to jump right into it. First up, we've got Jelly. Hey Ben, looking forward to the Bonehead Championship. It has gone live. We've had the first game come out on Saturday, and we've got the second game coming up this weekend. This weekend's going to be Necro versus Wood Elves. I got to run the Wood Elves against Ben playing Necro. You guys probably know that Ben is a massive fan of werewolves, so it is a close match between us. Anyway, seeing somebody else play will help seeing the rules and tactics in action. Yes, we do get some stuff wrong, so do point it out in the comments because it's very useful for everybody. Finished the Snotling team. Most Snot teams you see kind of look funny or cute, and somehow I've turned them into a creepy little bunch. Already thinking of redoing my Black Orc team in the same colour scheme though, but that will have to wait until I've gone through my pile of opportunity. Well done for calling it a pile of opportunity, not a pile of shame. Next from that pile is going to be something undivided. Ooh, chaosy goodness. Anyway, we've got some very cool stuff here from Jelly. We've got, that is the Grebo Acorn model, with, I think, the Goblin from the Death Roller. So that's a really good combo. Lovely bright orange. It's just such good fun, isn't it? That is just a properly fun little model. And we've seen Jelly now finish up Grack and Crumbleberry. This is also from Grebo. And, I mean, a really underrated star pair, actually. I mean, I played against them in Sand Bowl, and I got really lucky because Grack boneheaded like 4 turns in a row, and then I just kept bombing him into the ground with fungus flingers. But being able to just sneak that throw teammate opportunity onto your team, no matter what your team is, really, really, really good. And Edge 3+ Sure Hands is very helpful for most teams, so that is a very cool thing. Anyway, excellent work painting them, lovely work on the skin, great work on the face there. But look at this, you've got like the shaded elements on there as well with this belly. That's really cool, Jelly. I like this metal effect as well. That is lovely. I mean, I'm not surprised. Jelly does some great work. I didn't realise it had a little target on the back. That's superb. Jelly, thank you very much for sharing that. And also this. So this is the pump wagons. These are the pump wagons for Jelly's team. Jelly's Snotling team that he's been working on. Some great conversions. I absolutely love the shields on there. So I'm doing a giant at the moment for 1 round in the Bonehead Championship. That's right, there will be giants. The Patreons have spoken, and there will be giants. And I'm going to take pump wagon bits and build a nest on top of a giant troll with a couple of Snotlings in there. I'm going to rob your shield idea because it just looks wicked. I love this conversion here as well. Proper Flintstones, like, just so good. And that's the cool thing about Snotlings, and they are really good. But no, great conversion work, lovely finish work. What a gorgeous team. Like, Snotlings are such good fun to play, as you guys would have seen if you watched the game on Saturday. And it's just, they're so much fun to build and paint as well. I really love the yellow effect you've got. I mean, look, you know, down to every single Snotling has got beautiful shading work on that yellow, and it's just absolutely superb. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Thanks very much for sharing, Jelly. I always love seeing your work. Oh, we've got more greenskins, but not really greenskins. So we've got Dan here. Hey, this is my first time sending anything in, but it's my 8th Blood Bowl team I've painted. Dan, good stuff. Thank you for sharing. Been trying to learn how to batch paint better, but the mistakes are showing a bit more than I'd like, and I'm clearly not a professional, but I really like how these boys are coming out, and so you should. Batch painting is about getting stuff done. Okay, you can go back and add extra layers. Like, if you want to get a team ready, whether it's because you're filming YouTube games, which I'm very guilty of, or going to a tournament, or just because you want to get something done, paint the basics, get those colours down. You can go back and do more levels of edge highlighting. You can go back and do more details to the face. Get that team good to go. And then, if you want to finish it off later, it's just touching up. It's a superb way of doing it. Now, I love this. I love the skin tone. Let me see if I've got a different angle. We talked about this last week, actually, and we're seeing a lot of orcs and things with different coloured skin. Blue, red, this kind of auburn, you know, this proper autumnal look actually, which goes really well with the blue armor and the snow effect. This looks like a really cold scheme, and I really love the way that that warm skin clashes against that armor. It makes the armor look more icy, which goes with the snow. So I do love this combination a lot, actually. Yeah, good work on the eye there with the goblin. And you cannot beat a big beastie troll, Dan. So the team is looking really, really, really good. I do really like the armor effect. In fact, on the next picture, you can see all the work that's gone into like having a bit of chipping and a little bit of edge highlighting there. It really pops, and that just makes it look like it's frosted. Like the armor actually looks frosty, which is superb. Ah, I love the little gribblies coming out of his nose. Superb job there. Now, really, really, really cool looking team. And I do like to see those different skin tones. Like these orcs, look at this. I do like that. I do like that a lot. That is very, very, very cool. And the team comes together. That's a lovely blue. And again, it pops off. And I like the different shades of green for the goblins too. Really good. I'm really bad. I'm really sorry. And I don't know if it's appropriate or not. But I love seeing little hints of things in the background. Looks like we're like a pump wagon up here maybe. We've got some towel there. Dan, I like your hobby desk. It looks like a fun place to be. Thank you very much for sharing. Next up, we've got... Davin. Practice makes perfect, so thank you, Ben, for the inspirational podcast, Davin. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Lots of progress in the last few weeks. I completed 3 Imperials as a proof of concept for the Ponzi Peacocks, and the rest are primed and ready to paint. Additionally, I'm 95% finished with my Slan Crazy Frog team. Just some touch-ups to go before glazing. This is an STL team I bought from Etsy and I've been fussing and brainstorming with for a while. The Synthwave Surfers bounce onto the pitch in colours fit to make your eyes bleed. I'm slow rolling you guys towards this. You'll understand, it's wicked. I painted them with fluorescent highlights and I'm still waiting for pink blue grass tufts to glue to the bases. This team also come with team tokens and frog cheerleaders. First of all, Ponzi Peacocks, love nobility, but the feathers are superb, Davin. Well done. You've pulled it off brilliantly with the peacock feathers. I don't know if I could do that. That's a really good job. But look at this. We've got some bright, crazy frogs. It's perfect. Right, this is terrifying. Like the lipstick on the frog cheerleader. Absolutely terrifying. But the rest of the team is so cool. I have recognised this guy. I think I might have picked up that STL at some point. I recognise the daggers. Anyway, the team's cool. I love the way you've used the different skin tones on there as well. The bright colours. And what looks to be a cheeky bit of wet blending on that guy's feet. That orange really, really, really pops. Not as much as the pink basing, though. That is absolutely awesome. So, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to seeing what carnage you pull off when your grass tufts come. But that is a very bright and bold team. Synthwave-esque. I love that too. Synthwave is about right. I love the color palette for this. I just love Synthwave actually, so I'm a huge fan of that. Davin, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Next up, we've got Ian with a cool mix of stuff here. Let me scroll down and get to the text. Here we go. Right. Hey, Ben. I've subscribed to both YouTube and podcast channels. Love the work that you do. You're a great host and full of positivity. Thank you. You guys make it incredibly easy. I've been playing Blood Bowl since the first edition with cardboard cutouts, and I've taken so long to get my miniatures from a wide range of companies. I'm currently working on 8 teams. That's not bad, Ian. That's not bad. This one is my Chaos Marauder team, inspired by my favourite NBA team, the Lakers. Equals the haters, which is very appropriate. I got the inspiration from watching this channel, Geeks Wargaming by Rob. I clicked the link, it didn't work. I kit bashed a human team with mutations from Warhammer bits and green stuff and replaced head swaps with hockey mask heads from Anvil Industries. I love Anvil Industries. Follow the Patreon for a bit. Some very cool 40k bits. I do like Anvil actually. They do some really good stuff. My troll is the green. Right, we are going to bounce over to the art. First of all, I love these conversions. I'm hoping we're going to find out what where this guy's bits are from. Phrasing. I wonder if that's just All Games Workshop stuff or something. Anyway, we've got a Skaven, we've got a Goblin. I like where this is going. I do love the base work you've done. I don't know whether that's 3D printed or whether you've got the train stuff. That's what I've used for my Nightbears to get the numbers on there. But that's a very cool helmet as well. So these hockey masks here are from Anvil Industry, which if you guys are looking for head swaps and things like that, Puppets were a word I'd normally say, but they don't do hockey masks like this. They're creepy, I'm not gonna lie, which is wicked. My troll is the green aliens inspired miniature, and my proxy ogre is the dark blue hound. Alright, so we've got these guys in the background there, which are converted by chopping off his hooded cap, both from Rackham Confrontation, and the Games Workshop Ogroid has a large claw added and a third horn. The Ogroid is featured in a second. Anyway, let's just take a second to look at the insane amount of conversions on this, guys. I love... Oh, snake body. Wicked. I didn't see that. That is very cool. That is so... That's just proper old school chaos, isn't it? I love that so much. Right, big guys in the background are very cool. Let's see if we can't flick through and see more. The head's massively changed up. It kind of looks like the Foot Troopers from Teenage Mutant Ninja Heroes. Turtle powers people. That's just awesome. And third arm coming out the back there with the skull on. This is a proper chaosy. I do love the scheme. I really do love the scheme. This big guy here, which is the troll. It is aliens inspired, but it's definitely got that wargaming twist. This is the ogre with wicked punch daggers and a hockey mask that goes with it, but this is my personal favourite. Done a great job converting there and putting that pincer on, and it's just very Slanesh, and a great third horn there as well. That's just absolute boss. It really is. Like, that's a really, really well put together team. I've skipped one too far. I've used Chaos bases from Micro Art Studio. I've added names in the actual numbers using number template, but from bases slaters from Comic Sinos. So I used the things that come, like, you get them on train sets. You can buy the little 3mm, 3, 4, 5mm letters and stuff. It's a really good way to do it. I'll post more updated pictures as I progress with the team. Many thanks for your amazing work, and keep us updated and being supportive of this wonderful game. Kind regards, Ian from New Zealand. Ian, awesome team, man. I love Renegades. 3 big guys, come on. And just such an awesome opportunity to convert the heck out of it. Very difficult team to buy into in one go, but dude, if you are remotely interested in converting, that team is better than Underworld for that. 3 big guys. Did I mention 3 big guys? Next up, we've got Christian. Hey Ben, hope you're surviving the wedding preparations. I am indeed. I spent a little bit of time this afternoon planning some more stuff. We've got 5 weeks to go. Is that right? 5 weeks? Or is it 4 weeks? It's 4 weeks this weekend. Ooh, it's very exciting. That's like that. That's nice. Here's my first miniature painted mostly in oils, and I really like the experience so far. The slow drying time gives so much freedom to alter and mess up the paint job. The turquoise vest in particular is painted in only one short session with oils, and I think the silk effect I went for almost worked. Dude, Christian, you are absolutely leveling up here in front of our eyes. I also tried Vince Venturella's gold recipe for the knife and freehand on the armor. Didn't get the mix quite right, but it's still the best gold I've ever painted with. Thanks for the great content. Looking to use either your nobility or necromantic development guides for our second season league. Right, first of all, let's focus on this. Wicked model, awesome conversion. Like, superb conversion. And with the mercenary rules for Death Zone, you can get him in there in your league. But the painting is excellent. That fade is just honestly fresher than the Fresh Prince's hair. It's just superb, and the silk effect you're going for works really, really, really well. Oil paints beyond me at the moment, but that might have to be something we look into at some point, because you are leveling up. And I mean, I love the skill markings on the base. Great glow on the face as well. Top job. Next up, we've got Mark. Hey Ben, well, I'm painting the team slowly but surely. Hey, painting is painting. Hopefully they'll be done before the next league playoffs. I went with a rainbow theme for the team, but didn't know what to do with the scales. Should they be just rainbow as well, or black and white, or silver to contrast with all the colour? I don't know. Anyway, the team is the Huatl Rainbow Warriors, after the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Oh, and I don't know what to do with the chameleon skink either. Rainbow or skink green. Seems silly to make the skink plain when chameleons are supposed to be all the colour ranges. Cheers, Mark. Alright, Mark, let's warm up. Okay, wicked so far. So what Mark is asking is, oh, good work with the blend there, actually. It's like everyone's a chameleon skink. Gotta say, great extra work on the bases too. Okay. What do we think? The rainbow skin is... What if you use a dark green or something to go with it? Like, to show they've got the coloration on their skin, but the armor is like a dark green to black onyx kind of effect. It would allow the colour to shine, and it was pretty easy too. Like, it will save you some time because you put in all the work to go for the blending. Actually, having that black armour could tie it together, kind of black, grey, like grey green. What have I got? What have I got in my pocket? Not Dawnstone. Like a dark grey. Dark grey green. Something like that to kind of tie it together. And then when you come to the chameleon skink, dude, wicked Croxagore has such a good rainbow effect. And then you can even go for dark metal on the armour as well to give it that kind of like, to show that it's a different element to it. That's a superb wet blending thing. Have you been watching Warhammer Plus? Because that is really good. Right, chameleon skinks. Chameleon skinks, chameleon skinks, chameleon skinks. You've got the rainbow on the normal dudes. So how could you make them stand out? You're right, it makes sense for them to be sort of more colourful, but what if they aren't? What if they are blended from the top, a green, into similar to the base colour? Okay, so whatever base colour you're going to use, I'm not sure if that's like, if you're going for this kind of like stone effect, maybe you could be like stone at the bottom, green on the top, and just kind of blend it up like you've done with the Rainbow Warriors and just have them blending into their base perhaps. That's a bit of a challenge as well, but dude, excellent job with the, like, this is just really, really, really good wet blending work. Mark, that's awesome. Thank you very much. We've got Israel here. Hey Ben, wanted to show you how the pirates are coming along. I hope you guys like it. Just missing one more blitzer and my rat ogre. I have a few extra sculpts, but I might use them as staff, so I'll work on them at some other point. I have to finish this to start a Halloween team. Cheers from TJ. Right. I love Skaven, and I love the work that TJ's put in here. The stark highlights, or not even stark highlights, but the raised highlights make the model look finished to a level I don't think I've ever achieved. And then you've got these beautiful warm colours as well. So you can see, like, we've got dark armour, like brown, dark brown on like the undercoat, underclothes and things, and it just pops against that working together. That's kind of what I was talking about with the rainbow lizardman, actually having that rainbow effect and then having the dark. Very similar to like this kind of thing is what I was thinking. Having that dark effect to kind of balance off against it, and it just makes the colour work really pop. Like you've got here where it's cold and warm mixed in. This team's lovely. Really, really, really lovely. Oh, look at that coat. Damn, that is, yes. All right. Hat tip to you. Pirate. Hat tip to you. That is lovely work there. Stuart, Shelley, hey Ben. No Blood Bowl this time as I'm about to start dabbling in Warcry. Awesome. I am playing Warcry tomorrow night at club for the first time. Can't go very long, so I'm going to go get a couple of games at a Warcry. And thanks to you guys, I picked up a Warcry team, and I will be finishing that off because I've got all my bases printed and everything. When I say finish, I mean build and prime. Then take that to club. So wicked. I'm still waiting on delivery of the Catacombs box as I write, but I had enough Skaven bits in storage to start a warband, so here they are. There's a Spiked Claws Swarm box here, which is one of the Underworld teams. Cool models. With the Odd Minor conversion where needed. And yes, you're seeing it right. Some Island of Blood Skaven as well. This scurry pack hails from the realm of brown at the moment as I'm working my way up from base colours. But I've got the actual bases done pretty much to my satisfaction. Warcry feels like something I could fall into deeply, so watch out for an Anvil Guard warband in the not too distant future. Happy hobbying, everyone. Stuart, this is looking wicked. So some of you guys may have noticed I started a second channel because I'm going to be moving into doing some additional on top of Blood Bowl, but like some Warcry and some AOS and some Battlefleet Gothic stuff. So Ben of War is the other channel, and Warcry is something that is going to be featured quite heavily. It's a short game. We've got like 4 games lined up tomorrow night, so we can really get to grip with the rules. And then because I'm lucky enough to have a printer, I can print a load of different warbands for it. So that's something that's going to be going on in the background. So if you guys are interested in Warcry, check out my other channel, because over the next kind of month we're going to start ramping up. Because look at this, right? This is wicked. It's basically 7s with knives, so that's cool. Island of Blood Rat Ogre is absolutely awesome, and standard Skaven are just great. Spike Claws, just wicked. That dude over there makes a great Skaven conversion as well. Stuart, very, very, very cool. Loving this, and I love the base work. Okay, that grey with green is just perfect. I'm looking forward to seeing if you can break it up with some warm colours, like some orange or green warpstone there in there. But man, that is looking wicked. Definitely adding Skaven to the list now for Warcry warbands. You can't take Jezzails though. That makes me sad. I like my ranged stuff. Anyway, next up we've got Dan Petty. Hello, and thanks for the Blood Bowl content. Dan, thank you for sharing. Here are some more orcs, my Bengals themed team. Have the Biggins, Blitzers, Throwers, 2 Liners, the Goblin Coach with Squig and God Player painted so far. They're a mix between Grebo and Hungry Troll, and they are all painted awesomely. Look at this scheme. So these are Grebo big orcs. I think that's just what I'm going to call them, because I keep calling them black orcs and I get big uns wrong, so I'm just going to call them big orcs from now on. Wicked paint scheme, absolutely superb. That Bengals effect is great, but the core paint works brilliantly. Excellent shading, and it means that paint scheme stands out on top of it, which is absolutely tip top, really impressive. So Grebo, Hungry Troll, and a very cool looking voodoo dude. Like, that is just excellent. That is just appropriate across the board and a little bit terrifying. That is a very cool model as well. So this is the Pirate Orcs then from Hungry Troll, and that's just so cool to see. That is a terrifying octopus. Interestingly, one of my fears, octopi, actually. Terrifying spiders of the sea, not okay with it. And crabs, armored spiders of the sea. And spiders, just the devil. Anyway, wicked scheme. I love the work you put in there. We've got some gore on the arm as well. That is a very cool way to mix up 2 different style of teams, but together and tie them with that paint scheme. That's what we're talking about with Renegades Chaos Pact. You know, you take all these different models and you tie them together with a very cool thing. I mean, he's got a parrot and it's just amazing. I do like this. I'm very surprised Greba and Punga haven't done a pirate orc team yet. They do love their pirate stuff. Oh, we've got some more goblins. This is Southie. Hey Ben, thank you for including the start of my Black Orc team in WIP Wednesday. The positive comments to help me push through and complete some more. Fantastic, that's what we want. This week my hobby time has resulted in 3 more Black Orcs being complete, 3 goblins in progress with basic colours done. We'll have a look at those now. So I do love the alternate skin that everyone's chucking through for goblins and orcs at the moment. I think that's very cool. Now, when I paint up these boys, I've got some swampy boys from Age of Sigmar. They will not be green. They will have a muddy brown kind of skin, kind of Lord of the Rings-esque. So I'm a big fan of these different skin tones. It just works. But look at this, right? That blue purple with the brown. It's brilliant. We saw it in reverse with one of the teams earlier in the episode, in fact, with blue armor and that orangey brown skin. It's a great use of like the color wheel. So you've got one warm color, one cold color, and it just works brilliantly. But I mean, Southie's done some excellent work there, shading up and down on the brown, just really lovely, and some cool conversions. So the 3 final goblins from my teams were slightly modified to make them look a little different to the other 6. Keep up the great content as it helps my work days go quicker. Cheers, Southie. Southie, thank you very much. Right, goblin with an eye patch, all the points to you. This is cool. So these are some cool little conversions that actually just differentiate your models. Now, we're lucky that this kit has some spare heads, so your goblins are a bit different. But when you want to shake it up a bit, you do have to do some cool conversions. And Southie's done some great work here. I do really like the eye patch goblin. That's a great one. Thank you very much. This is lovely. So this is Nicholas. Hey Ben, first time submission here. Big fan of your content. Thank you very much. Me and a friend recently discovered Fumble's Secret League teams and were immediately intrigued. Oh, I like where this is going. I'm making a Demons of Tzeentch team using old classic metal models, while he's making an ethereal team out of Nighthaunt. So far I've done 4 pink horrors and 4 blue. More blue horrors are on the painting table, and I've still got flamers and a Lord of Change to paint. Hope you get a kick out of this, and thank you for all the great content. Dude, this is wicked. So themes for the episode are orcs and goblins with different coloured skin and just synthwave rainbow paint. It's awesome. This is wicked. Classic models, Secret League team, beautiful blended paint job, and just Warhammer Fantasy Battle 3rd edition bases. Green dry brush with yellow. This is where I started, man. This is where I started. This level of chaos is superb. I'm so excited that you've started a journey with this team. Please keep us in the loop. I'm very interested to see how you go with the big guy, because that is cool. And a very interesting team. I think this is the one where people have got, not everybody's got throw teammate, but the pink horrors have got throw teammate. And it's a very cleverly put together team. I'll have to cover this one on Special Team Sunday soon enough. Next up, we've got Gareth. Hey Ben, I've not sent anything in for ages. School holidays have meant vastly reduced hobby time. And what I have had has been spent building Mortal Realms magazines. Not bad. Get the final 2 issues, 79.80 this week, and hadn't built anything after issue 20. Oh man, up to 45 now. That's good. Got a ton of painting to do though. Man, that's some hobby. Where are you keeping that many magazines? Because they all come with like the stuff on. It's just amazing. I finally finished my troll, so Black Orc team is now complete. Caden's painted some more Sylvaneth. He's built and painted one each type of the hunter from the box. If he ever plays the game, then I'll cut out some 50mm bases and have them empty to fill up the units. Perfect. I think that's exactly the right thing to do. And finally, the girlfriend has finished her direwolves. Her next project is Belladama Volga and Lauka Vi. I don't know what they are. I think they're vampire people. She's expanding on the Soulblight army from Cursed City. Yep, superb. Loving the content. You do an amazing job, although I think it might be dangerous me signing up to your other channel. Ben of War. We're going to do some AOS, so yeah, do not worry too much. Right, finished the team, and the troll is done, and we've got Caden Sylvaneth here. Sylvaneth are really cool. Like, they're really cool, really interesting team. They're kind of like, they bamf around the table. And it means it's really interesting. I watched Guerrilla Miniatures Games do a video the other day, which was cool because they had like 3 treemen against 3 giants. I was like, hey, this is where I live. But Sylvaneth are very, very, very interesting. Oh, that's a lovely hunter. Right, painting is great, scheme is great, the basing's superb. I love the way you've got. I take it that's Caden. He's painted on the different leaves there to add. That's really cool effect. And some excellent direwolves there as well. I very much look forward to more Soulblight madness from Gareth's household. That is very cool. Gareth, thank you so much for sharing. I do appreciate it. Ooh, wow. We got something here. Howard. Hi Ben, not exactly work in progress as they are pretty much finished. Apart from the reroll and turn markers, so I guess they're valid WIP. WIP is good. Anything you've got. Anyways, lizards. Banath metal, a total joy to paint. Put a massive smile on my face for the last 2 months. Cheers, Howard. What a team! Love the bases. Like, that is some serious detail on those bases. And I love Banath. Their models are brilliant. The Crocs is a beaut. The lizards are fantastic. You've got some excellent coloration here. That green top into red just makes them look terrifying. And with the standard skinks, you've got that yellow effect in there as well. Excellent wet blending everywhere. The feathers are cool too, and just the fact you've named them all is brilliant. How have you done that? It looks like they're from the WAG name thingy, but I could be wrong. But anyway, that is a very cool team, Howard. Thank you so much for sharing that. And we've got Skaven next. Oh, I'm having a great day. Cooper. Hey Ben. Attached is the Skaven team I've been working on lately. Waiting for some bases from Games Workshop to arrive so I can finally put together the Punga Dwarf team I won a little while back. Feeling starved for new Blood Bowl content, so here's hoping we get something new soon. As of today, we've seen Wilhelm Chaney's model land. But we are still waiting on some of the other stars to come out, so I don't know when we're going to see that actually able to buy. Happy blocking, everyone. Cooper. Right, Cooper. Love this team. We've seen it come and go. Like, we've seen it grow as well. Excellent work on the green there and the blue. Right, this is another example of it where you've got that dark colour to frame the other colours. It just makes that green look really green. That's actually a really lovely black. That's a really well done black. I watched the Warhammer Plus black tutorial, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm sold on that one. Lovely work, and Louise does a great job doing the tutorials, but the blue, the kind of green effect just makes it look like dark green as opposed to black, but that looks like black with blue edges. Absolutely super, Cooper. And we've got Davin Perry again. I think vampires are secretly OP for 7s. I played a mini 7s tournament and won all 3 against Dark Elves, Renegades and Orcs. The random skill up after every game betrayed me, pile driver and armbar, but we started with leader captain. Alright, maybe I just got lucky. Pile driver and armbar, not the top skills. Here are my... Man, you finished them. The Ponzi Peacocks, complete. I think we're catching up now with the WIP stuff. Oh, great scheme. the blue and purple work brilliantly, and the feathers are just top drawer. Absolutely brilliant. What have you done with the throwers? You have done head swaps. I love that. I love the head swaps. I love that you've taken the feathers off of the blitzers. That is a clever way to define them. That is brilliant. I love the head swaps. That's great. Peacock feathers, absolutely brilliant as well, Davin. That's a superb job. Now, talking of sevens, David, hi Ben, we've got another submission for your WIP Wednesday. We've just finished our first sevens mini league, 10 games in 2 days. Amazing. Wanted to show you the pictures that we made for it. It was great playing the sevens format with some friends who hadn't played it before. Thank you for recommending it in your videos. Sevens is amazing, right? Congratulations to Liam, who beat his dad to win the league. I think we might go back to 11s now, as we need to get in training for Bombvember. Yeah, fantastic. Thanks for all your fun videos and podcasts. Really enjoyment, David and SJ and James. Absolutely wicked. So let's have a look. Got some just... Oh, wow. You put some effort in with that one. I mean, there's nothing wrong with grabbing the back of a pitch and drawing on it with lines, but this is something special. So, are they sculpted, or is that like, yeah, every square? Wow, that is absolutely brilliant. Some superb effort put into that. It's rewarding. Building set, I recommend everybody builds a sevens pitch. It's just something special about it. Like, we built a couple for our sevens tournament, and they're just cool. Like, they're just really cool. The pitch is fine from Games Workshop, but this is great. Oh, so what do we have? We had snotlings. Interesting. What positionals were there? Can we see? Can we see? Can we see? Vanilla snotlings, 2 trolls. Alright. Undead on the go as well. That's a cool meta. And this is great as well. The alternating colour just works brilliantly. I mean, that table is pretty sweet. This is... I think there might be some D&D gaming going on in that place. This is wicked, though, to see. I love seeing these pitches. Ah, man, I love seeing a tournament. Oh, we have Black Orcs as well. Alright, Black Orcs, snotlings. Well, we just played that matchup, and it is a good one. And Undead with... is that Amazons? Yep, Amazons in 7s are also pretty flipping good. Guys, that is awesome to see. Thank you so much for sharing. That is really, really, really cool. We've got Fabian, or Car Wolves, here. Hey Ben, here are my Smurflings, ready to play and most likely die at the Chaos Cup 7s tournament later in the month. Right, this team is gorgeous. Absolutely brilliant job. So the 2 trees there are the ones from, I think TT Combat own them now, but they were the Warlords of Erewhon from Warlord Games. But I think they're sold by TT Combat. Anyway, bold painting, beautiful execution. I love the bomb token for as an aiming point. That is a great one. We just use a token, but that's brilliant as well. Lovely job. Smurflings all the way. And in 7s, snots are good, man. Swarming is very useful. And quite frankly, the Stalky boys, 9 squares of movement is a ton. And trolls aren't bad in 7s. They're not the best big guy. But I don't know. Focus on the little positionals, because that is a great thing. Anyway, do let us know how you get on, because snotlings in 7s is definitely something we should have more. Just more snotlings. Jelly is back. Hey Ben, welcome to Minotaur Wednesday. Hey, I'm filming this Monday, so this works even better. Jelly, starting a Chaos Dwarf team with Grebo Minotaur, Hungry Troll Dwarves, and Bull Centaurs. And after a long hunt for Hobgoblins, I went for an Oathmark Goblin Infantry box. I think they'll be a good fit, as they don't look like either Orcs or Goblins. That's the difficult thing with the Chaos Dwarf team. Hungry Troll Bull Centaurs took a lot of green stuff work to get them to look right, but all painted up, I reckon they'll be worth it. Hope this confuses your search for a new Dwarf team even more. Happy blocking, Jelly. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Hobgoblins are very difficult, okay? You can use goblins, but they look like goblins, right? And I don't know, this though, so this is the Oathmark guys, works brilliantly. Now, love the Centaur. I love the Chaos Dwarves, but I really love that Minotaur. Gotta add that Minotaur to collection. And these guys are good too. The Bull Centaurs work brilliantly, and I love that you've gone to the effort of doing some extra green stuff in there. Chaos Dwarves work. I did actually find some Artisan Guild stuff. found out that they're modular part STLs with actual hands. So I've got some stuff lined up for that as well, for print to pitch. Ooh, red in the background there. This is going to be interesting. Jelly, I'm very excited to see how this pans out. What is this? What is this? What is this, Jelly? Got a massive dragon tucked away in the background. I need to stop looking, but that is very, very, very cool, Jelly. I'm very much looking forward to seeing that. Next up, we've got John. Hey, Ben. I wanted to share my halfling team based on the Miami Dolphins, the Miney Doltheads. Nice. I went with the beach theme for the basing of this team. Right, I love this. Dolphins, teal, orange, white. And this is really cool. So the scheme is bold. I love it. I love the beach theme. But one thing I think is really good is how John's used rust and that copper effect on the metal to be one of the team colours. This guy doesn't have a helmet. It's got orange hair to blend into the team colours. Now the stripe work has been brilliantly done as well. As you can see on this guy's helmet, it just really pops as a colour scheme. That's why Miami is so like their scheme works so well. And just slapping paint on a tree is so appropriate to get some team colours on there as well. And the fact that the leaves also mirror the team colours is brilliant. I like this tree. It's a very good tree. I can't remember where it's from. But this is really well executed. I think that's really, really, really cool. Where's this tree from? I'm having a real mind blank. I think this is Willie's. I'm not sure, actually. Doesn't matter. Cool trees, cool scheme, brilliantly pulled off. That's some vibrant orange as well. Big fan of that. Absolutely big fan of that, John. Thank you very much for sharing. Next up, we've got Scrubs. Hi, this is my first WIP Wednesday, and to celebrate the end of my run in our local beginners league, I've decided to build some more trolls for my Snotling team, the Anaheim Untermensch. And came up with the idea of a troll referee who tries his best to keep a lid on the behaviour of all the teams who play out of my Blood Bowl stadium known as Stunt Street. Once he's done, I'll come up with some suitable rules for him. Nice. I've also modified my fun hoppers because as fun as they look, something didn't sit quite right with them. Keep up the good work as your videos have resulted in mayhem in the league, lots of touchdowns and very full sin bin. Looking forward to Iron Bowl, my first NAF tournament in October. Awesome. Yours, Pete. Pete's Instagram page, green underskin skin underskin underscore scrap underscore pile. Now, this is such a no-brainer. I cannot believe no one's done it before, but you've pulled it off perfectly, Pete. This is great. So we've got the Snotlings from the bouncy hopper dudes stuck on squigs. The scale works perfectly. I just think that's brilliant. And great work with the bottle as well. That's very cool. But this is my favourite. Like, this is just such a good idea. So we've got Rockgut Troggoth sending off. So we've got a red card there. You've got the shirt, which I think you've kind of made for him. Absolutely genius. This is a really cool thing. And I love the work you've done on this troll. The skin is beautiful. That is just a very cool team. I'm glad that they have done well. That is just awesome. Oh, I know this team. This team is the reason I bought these guys. And done, says Casey. Here are my finished Canite Shadow Stalkers. Thank you so much for the kind words while these models were coming together. I'm super happy with how these turned out, from the cloaks to the skin to the weapons. I'm happy to talk about recipes or techniques if that's of any interest to anyone. Sorry for so many pictures. Do not be. But these models are tough to photograph because they're so dynamic and there's so much going on in every angle. But on to the next project. I'm slightly chagrined to say I'm put off Blood Bowl and Warcry stuff. Is it okay if I post some 40k stuff? Absolutely. If you're painting something cool, we want to see it. I know that's not the focus here, but I enjoy the community here. If it's too far off topic, that's okay too, though. This is wicked. So, Canite Shadow Stalkers, very cool warband. Really intricate. You did warn me. They're lovely models. And what we've seen here from Casey, I wonder if we can... is this webbing effect, which is really, really cool. Like, I think you said it's airbrushed through or white sprayed through like a wipe or something. It's very cleverly done. It looks brilliant. But the team is really, the warband works really well because you've got those dark colours, you've got that excellent technique, but also you've got the light of those blades. This guy was the model that sold it for me. This is why I impulse bought the team immediately during filming, actually. I just love it. Team has come together brilliantly. I love the colour palette. It's just, look at that. That's really, really lovely. Like Casey, that is an excellent piece of work. I look forward to seeing what else you're working on. Oh, he's a chunky boy. Stephen here. Hey, Ben. Finished this beast of a Croxagore. Went with a unique bluish-green colour to stand apart from my Saurus and Skinks. It was very fun to convert, adding the skulls to the waistband. It's a lizardman headdress and bone stick through its nose. Hope you like it. That is very cool. So, lizardman headdress there. Got the bone through the nose. Wonderful work on this. Look at this. Like, individual scale highlighting there. That's really cool. That's a lot of effort. Looks really lovely. And the team, it just goes so well together. I really do like these feathers. Oh, look at the... Have we got a reverse angle? Yeah, look at this. The banding there looks really authentic, really natural, all the way through to the tail. That is a very good model. Oh, we've got a little bit of varnish and mud on the base as well. That is excellently done. That is really well done, Stephen. Thank you very much for sharing that. Oh, we got more lizards. We've got Jimmy here. Hey, Ben. I just finished painting my second ever miniature project and my new main Blood Bowl team, the Wonder Dragons. This is my first submission to the WIP Wednesday, and I'm somewhat really proud to show you. So you should be. This team looks wicked. I still have an old school metal Croxagore and a Zote from you got the Zote from Forge World to paint in this colour scheme. Keep up the good work. Your passion is contagious, Jimmy. Jimmy, this is looking absolutely wicked. I love the scheme here, and I think we've got some close-ups. So, purple, green, great combination with orange and yellow to make it pop. It's loud. It's just very cool. It's very, like, dinosaur-esque. And the team has got, look at this, with some lovely blending in there as well with the feathers. That's really nicely done. And great work on the eyes there, too. Yeah, this is great. This is great. And a really good choice for a main Blood Bowl team. The lizards... They give you a lot of opportunity to do a lot of stuff. You can beat the heck out of people. You can pull off ridiculous shenanigans. And the chameleon skinks, you can make them into throwers, even though they're not. And it's just a cool team. You can, if you're going to one team a thing, lizards are a great one to do. Thank you so much for sharing with that. And last for today, we've got Harry here. Hey Ben, I recently got back into the modelling hobby as of May when I was gifted some orcs for my birthday. Since then, I've fallen back into the hobby hard. I've recovered my childhood Necrons and battled for Skull Pass goblins and restored them for the modern age. That's some rebasing work there. I've only recently been able to start playing the games. Currently 2 games of 40k, which I've lost but had great fun with. And there's talks of a Blood Bowl League starting up at some point as well. Yes. I've played a few games of Blood Bowl 2 in the past, but never anything serious. I started doing my research into Blood Bowl, which is where I found your podcast. After looking at the different teams, I decided on necromantic horrors, as I love the Halloween vibe. I based the colour scheme... Oh, this is wicked. I based the colour scheme of old Scooby-Doo, orange and purple, and plan on naming my players after the people behind the Scooby-Doo villains masks, such as calling one of the flesh golems Mr. Carswell after the Creeper, Cosgood Creeps and Cuthbert Crawls after the Green Ghosts, etc. However, I still need a team name, so I'm hoping you and the community can help attach to some images of the team. Sorry if the photos aren't clear. I haven't figured out the trick to taking good photos of minis yet. Do not worry. These are painted entirely with contrast paints over zenithal highlight, except the ghosts, which are Hex Wraith Flame over a zenithal with some black ink around the edges to make the outline stand out. Nice. I have no idea how I'll run these as I don't actually own Blood Bowl 2020, but I plan on following your guides to get me going. Well, Harry, we're running a Necro team in the league. In the Bonehead Championship, so once every few weeks you'll have a Necro team game to follow along. In fact, this coming Saturday you'll see Ben pilot Necromantic against Wood Elves with me, so you can see some stuff with Necro. It's a great team. I'm looking forward to hearing some comments and feedback. Keep making fantastic comment. Many thanks, Harry. Harry, thank you so much for sharing. So, I love the theme and I love the scheme here. This is brilliantly done, really well executed. Contrast paints do a great job because you've got some excellent shading going on. I mean, look at the tombstone. Like, the team itself is great. That purple and orange works brilliantly and goes really well with that pale zombie flesh. The fact you've gone for the Scooby-Doo colours is just absolute gold. And good work on the ghosts. The ghosts were not fun for me to paint. I didn't enjoy painting them very much, but these have come out really nice. do like the golem models. They're good players. Don't focus too much on the golems. Go focus on the werewolves. If you can afford both, definitely go for a werewolf. The team looks brilliant. As for a name, Meddling Kids? I'm sure there are plenty of good names. So guys, we need a Scooby-Doo villain-themed necromantic team name. Absolutely fantastic. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap up now. Thank you so much. Don't forget to share your stuff with us at theboneheadpodcast@gmail.com. WIP Wednesday in the title so I don't miss it. But for now, I'm going to disappear. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back soon with more Blood Bowl content. Happy blocking. Thanks very much for watching. We really appreciate your support. If you want to help support the channel even further, please like and subscribe, or come join us on our Patreon. We have early access to content. We get loads of feedback from you guys, and we try and do competitions as much as we can. Or you can get yourself some Bonehead Podcast merch on our Spreadshirt site. So if you want to support a team, especially for the Bonehead Championship, you can pick up a shirt, a mug, things like that. It all helps support the channel, and we really appreciate it. Anyway, links below. Thank you very much. Happy blocking.